So let's now deal with each of the criteria individually. So the first of the criteria is audience. In persuasive texts, that requires it looks at the writer's capacity to orient, engage, and persuade the reader. In narrative texts, it looks at the writer's capacity to orient, engage, and affect the reader. So they're exactly the same there. Going to my next slide, if you remember, the word that I suggested you remember for audience is control. Control for a persuasive text means controlling the writer-reader relationship, and that requires you to establish a strong, credible voice. You need to sound like you know what you're talking about. You need to craft your writing to influence the reader by precise and sustained language choices and persuasive techniques, and you also need to think about your reader when you're writing, taking into account their values and expectations. In a narrative text, you're also looking at engaging the reader. And in particular, you're looking at the sorts of language choices that allow you to do that. Once again, you're looking to control the writer-reader relationship, reveal values and attitudes within the narrative, establish a narrator's stance, so a sense of voice, really. You can choose to subvert expectations. You can look to evoke an emotional response, encourage reflection, or display irony. So there's quite a lot of options there for you. But the main thing you need to remember is that you need to control that relationship and your writing needs to be engaging.